fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions. Fact, don't ask, grab reactions. Jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused. Call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now. Y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kiru's show here, and now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Izuku Midoriya, who he encountered the pro hero known as Eraserhead. Now, throughout the encounter, Midoriya thought he had the upper hand, up until close quarters combat was engaged, to which Eraserhead was able to get in a blow on Midoriya, to which Midoriya did then have to retreat. Now, Midoriya went back to his motel with a knife wound in his gut, and that same knife in his gut as well. Now, along with that, somebody did discover Midoriya's vigilante identity, since a girl he encountered a few months before, she saw him, and she did then help him. Now, Midoriya woke up the next morning and was alerted to his new strange ally, or at least he does hope so. Now, the girl did ask Midoriya one teeny tiny simple question. Why is he impersonating Nightcrawler, the dead number 13 hero? As we do pick up there, where Midoriya, he does just look up at this girl, and he does try to piece it all together. Okay. This also seems to be quite strange. I don't know who this girl is. Yui. That's her name. Okay. Let's see. I don't really know what I could say. Shit. Would she even really pay attention to any word I say? Then again, why didn't she turn me in? She knows I'm impersonating him. Yet she didn't call the police, call heroes, anything. Can I ask a question first? Sure. Why didn't you turn me in? Well, actually, that's kind of the thing. Before I ran away from my own home, the number 13 hero died, and I did hear about it on the news. The number 13 hero and his wife were gunned down in their own home. One of his kids, or his youngest son, was almost paralyzed and killed. Meanwhile, his other son, her then bring her hand up and pointing at him, saying that he did receive a wound on his face, along with severe burn marks on the right arm or the right portion of his torso. So, she just wants to know if he's the number 13 hero's son. Yes, I am. My name is Izuku Midoriya, and I've been taking on my father's mantle. Really? But her then looking at Light Shadow, asking about Midoriya's quirk. Actually, that one's kinda simple. My mother had a light-based ability, and I kinda got that from her. Meanwhile, my father had control over darkness, and ironically, so does my brother. He has a dark shadow, I have a light shadow. That's interesting. Yeah. My power's the strongest during the day, but at nighttime, he's stronger than me. Then again, my quirk does seem to always be a bit more... Well, it always has been a bit more different. Light Shadow can completely detach from me and can act of his own free will. If he wanted to, he could probably kill me. That's kind of terrifying. I know. But he knows if he kills me, then he goes away too. So he can't. Okay. Well. So. I kinda get it now. Then again, how did this all start? Now, Midoriya would give her the explanation. Just a few days before they met, he was in a train accident. And he learned about what was going to happen. Midoriya took up the mantle of a vigilante to protect the only remaining family he has left. The day Midoriya killed a man on the train, it hurt. He knew that being a pro hero, it would come with sacrifices. However, there's also what the consequences are for being a hero. People will target you and try to take you down if you've taken them down in the past. So Midoriya, he kinda does have some ideas for what he wants to do as a pro. Officially, he will not be allowed to murder. However, acting somewhere around the law, he can still be a pro. Vigilantarianism. Midoriya explaining it. He's going to murder everybody involved with his family's murder. And once that does happen, he is going to leave with his brother. And he can go be a pro hero in another country. Since he doesn't want to be one that he's spilled blood in. Now, Yui, she does look at Midoriya and ask him why he doesn't just become a pro hero now and change things around. I could head to UA. The entrance exam is soon, but at the same time, it's still hard. I keep busy with what I do. I don't think about things. My parents, they did leave me enough money. If I wanted to, I could probably party for the next 10 years straight. But I don't want to. Instead, I want to make sure they have a legacy they can be proud of. So, that's it? Yeah. That's why I'm impersonating my father. Now, Midoriya would then go to sit up. As he does so, Yui, she is going to move forwards, trying to tell him not to do that, otherwise he'll tear the stitches out. Now, Midoriya would not listen, as he is at least able to sit up properly and put his feet on the ground. As he would turn his head and look at Yui. She does see Midoriya. He didn't shower from last night. He does still smell kind of sweaty. And there's a look on his face. He looks a little pale from all the blood he's lost, along with the dark circles under his eyes. Midoriya looking straight at her, and asking her if she's going to keep this a secret or turn him in. Well, that's just the problem, ain't it? I could turn you in. However, at the same time, that's putting eyes on me. Eyes on you? Yeah. As I did explain, I'm a runaway. Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Why? Easy. My parents, they're too controlling. They both have ideas of what I could do with my quirk. However, both them, they ultimately have the same goal. My parents want to exploit me for money. It's not easy being towards the lower middle. What do you mean? Money is always tight. Sometimes I'd skip meals just so we could save a few bucks. Other times we didn't have a choice. My father worked himself to the bone to get to where he was. He got fired, and then he had to try all over again. And it isn't easy. There's a lot of pressure. So, I had an idea. I wanted to be a pro hero to help them. However, at the same time, they looked at that goal as something that would be the backup plan. And they tried to push me too much. So I got out of there. They haven't officially called me missing. However, well, yeah. You do know that, well, they think I'll just come home after I get over my little rebellion. How long ago was that? That was 5 months ago. Ever since then, I've kind of just been doing what I can. And managing. Managing? Yeah. I can try out for UA, but at the end of the day, that would just be proving them right. I'm still under their thumb. I kind of understand it. Before this, my life itself wasn't too bad. However, it's just I didn't get a lot of attention from my father. He seemed to be more fixated on my brother. I was always kind of jealous. However, at the same time, Midoriya bring up his hand and pointing it out a finger gun directly in front of him, talking about how he did get some focus and training from his mother, however, and the combat experience both him and his brother did used to share, along with what he's learned nowadays. Things can be as simple as he does want them. However, he does prefer to at least make sure he drills a lesson into everybody he does face. Now, Yui does stare at Midoriya, as he does tell her that she should go to UA for her own reason. And she just look over at him, asking if he's not going to go too. Technically, I could. There is enough time for me to say that on the train I changed my mind. I came back, got a nice room, and I decided to surprise him. Then again, that's just it. If I do go to UA, there could be a problem. I could encounter more pro heroes. I could have more eyes on me. More people might find out about me. That's the thing. So far, I've been able to keep it on the down low because no one looks at me. I don't have a physical mutation. Even then, if people do see my hand or the mask I try to wear sometimes out in public, they don't really pay too much mind to me. They think I might just be hurt, or I'm hiding my face like a few other people I've seen do it. You know what I mean? I sort of understand. Good. Then I can just say, leave me alone where you can. If people find out you're involved with me, you could get hurt. Even then, I'm not entirely too sure if that's the best option for you. Now, the girl, she would, or Yui, would just tell Midoriya that she kinda doesn't really care. But she would ask him for a favor. She's not asking Midoriya to buy her silence, but she would actually wonder if she can get a few bucks. Why? Easy. I'm sort of well, out of money. And I spent the rest of it buying your stuff. I see. Now, Midoriya would ask her how much she did spend. The girl explained that she spent this much money, but she's kind of going to be kicked out of her room, since she doesn't have, well, enough to cover the next few weeks, let alone the next night. Alright. Now, Midoriya would just tell her that he could technically give her a choice. Okay. I don't like spending money on this place. It's cheap, yeah, but at the same time, it's also kind of dirty and tacky. It's on the down low, yes, but I was thinking about getting another place. Midoriya is saying a better end motel. Now, the girl would just look at Midoriya and ask if he's going to buy both of them rooms there. Kind of. Listen, I mean, I'm not opposed to buying you a room there, but at the same time, if I'm paying for it, yeah, I would rather stay here. My whole thing is, this place, there's not more people. Midoriya giving an explanation. He'll search around for a better motel room. A place that's a bit higher, cleaner, and a little bit more pricey. However, he also does want it on the down low. Now, Midoriya would ask her if she can look, or at least see if she knows any places like that. He'll buy both of them rooms there. And that can be his payment for her saving his life. Now, Yui, she would just kind of be taken aback. She just asked for money to cover another room for this place. But this guy's gonna buy her legit a room? Now, she would just nod at Midoriya and turn away, saying thank you, as she does go to leave. And we do actually have Light Shadow, who would speak up. So what was that for? She helped me, right? It's only good I repay the debt. I could probably give her enough money to spend, all 3 years at UA, if she wanted to live here. That wouldn't be too much trouble. Then again, at a better spot, she can actually take a shower, clean up, and do laundry. Ironically, I think an apartment might do better. Now, Roy would ask Light Shadow to get him his phone, to which Light Shadow, he would do so, picking it up off of the dining table that is currently right there with the bag, as he does hand it to Midoriya. Midoriya, he would begin to look around, and he does try to wonder about it. An apartment or... let's see. Midoriya trying to weigh his options, as we do actually cut over to Tokuyami and Bakugo. Both these two have been training, and have been getting up and about. Today, they are going to be training for the entrance exams, and they're ready for it. Now, as this does happen, these two do walk in, and as they do so, somebody is sitting down in the back row and hiding their face in a white hoodie. Now, Tokuyami doesn't really pay too much mind to that, since if Midoriya was going to show up, he'd be in the empty space to his right. Now, as it does actually happen, you do cut to after the exams. Tokuyami, he did good. And he was even able to score a bit higher than he did on the actual written test. Now then, with all that, Tokuyami, he does then go through the entrance exam. He does show lacking in some physical skills. However, with using Dark Shadow as an actual suit of armor and fighting with him like that, he does at least make up for his physical, well, disadvantage here. Now, with that being said, he does get into UA. However, he does also hear about a rumor that was going around. There was a rumor that there was a guy in one of the entrance exam areas who he seemed to be merciless with the way he was dealing with robots. He could just cut through them in an instant. And they all think he's going to end up in Class 1A. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing night. I'll catch you guys in the next part.